Buddha.
No way, Jose.
Welcome to the D True TV, the Truth Zone, whatever you want to call it. Let me go ahead and get my shooting over here. Queen Regina, Shawanda Williams, Securus. Yeah, you already know how it goes. We're not gonna get a whole bunch of people over here like was on Mondo Black TV. But guess what? We're still gonna do what we're doing. I know everybody had heard the story about that mother in Florida, a black mother in Florida that got shot through the door. Respect, like Manny. Respect. How do I sound now? I'm still breaking up. I'm still breaking up. Probably my Wi-Fi. Okay. But this is what I'm gonna do. A Florida woman who shot and killed her black neighbor won't be charged with murder. Yes, you heard me right. You heard me right when I said that. The Florida woman who shot that black woman through the door will not be charged. They said Susan Lutz shot her unarmed neighbor through a locked door hours after calling the woman. Insufficient evidence. Hold on, third line. Hold up, third line. Hold on, third line. There you go, third line. Insufficient evidence. What kind of evidence do you need to charge somebody with murder? If it was, respect Jada, if it wasn't for the outcry from the public, they would have arrested her. You're right, Queen. Yes, charged NFL player. Arrested. They just thinking the shoe was on the foot. They would have arrested that black woman. She would have did the same damn thing. Florida officials are declining to file murder charge against a white woman who shot and killed her black neighbor through her locked front door in front of the woman's young children earlier this month, citing insufficient evidence. State Attorney Bill Glatzer announced in a Monday press release. The white woman, Susan will still face charges for one count of manslaughter with a firearm and one count of assault for killing. What kind of damn charges is that? What kind of charges is that? Manslaughter. One count of manslaughter with a firearm and one count of assault. What about endangerment of welfare of a child? What about child abuse? See, if that would want us, if they were security, you know they was upset about it. What you think about them not pressing murder charges against her? If it were one of us, we would have been charged. We would have been taken to jail that day. We've been taken to jail that day. Okay, let's keep reading. As deplorable as the defendant action were in this case, there is insufficient evidence to prove this specific and required element of second-degree murder. The press release states, while some may not agree with that decision, I can assure you that this decision was thoughtful and made without consideration of any factor other than specific fact of this terrible crime. You're right. She never did. They talk about it don't reach the level of second-degree murder. They said, I want to ask y'all this question. Do y'all believe this bullshit they said that they said, I can assure you that decision was thoughtful and made without consideration of any factor other than specific factors. Hold on. Don't mute up a little bit. Don't mute up. Yeah, that was sis checking up on me. What kind of other evidence would they need? The woman hit the child. All the neighbors saying she messing with the children and calling them all kind of racial slurs in the neighborhood. So that's not good enough. You hit the child with a skate, whatever you hit him with, and you took the iPad, and she was just going over to get it back. She was going to get it back. That woman never did open that door. She wanted to talk. How the hell can you fear for your life when you shoot through the door? And the woman was unarmed. That's a bunch of bullshit. And I'm calling it bullshit. That's a bunch of bullshit. Fear. We fear every day walking out the door. Our black women fear every day walking out the door. They feel our black men, some of our black men. They feel other people. They feel other women. Black men feel everything when they walk out the door. Fear and don't have nothing to do with shoot through the door and killing that woman. Now her kids is motherless. And she had her 10-year-old next beside her when that happened. How do you do not press charges? How do you not press murder charges? See, I think that DA did not want to press charges, that high charge against that woman. Now, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and assault. How many years do you think she's gonna get? They said the state attorney office said they will have to prove that Lovelace has a deprived mind in order to charge her with murder, which require evidence of hatred, spat, ill will, or evil intent. What ill will and evil intent and the deprived mind and hatred for calling her kids racial slurs? And all the kids out there were called racial slurs. What other kind of deprived mind that she needed? What else did she need? What else kind of stupid? What else? That's do not make no do that make any sense to y'all? Do that make any kind of common sense to y'all? You're right. Yeah, you're right, Queen Regina. But the problem with that standing your ground is not standing your ground when you shoot through the door. You didn't open the door. She didn't want to talk to the woman. Shot first, ask questions later. Now the woman dead. Could have hit a child that was right there with her. You're right. Justice is not blind, but guess what? Justice is blind. It's on the blind too when it happened to us. Justice on the blind when we do the same thing and gets charged. Take the incident in Chicago. Right? That is ridiculous. You're right. It is ridiculous. That's what I'm saying. They lack evidence of this. Even at 11 admitted to repeatedly harassing Owens' children with racial slur in an arrest affidavit and Taylor City earlier this month. Owens' family attorney had allegedly called the kids the N-word as slaves. Lawyer said she called the kids the N-word as slaves. That's hatred. She didn't like the kid because they had dark skin. Stop me if I'm wrong. You're right, Brian Robinson. You're also right, Queen Regina. Why do every time something comes down, we get shot? We shoot each other in our own damn neighborhood. But also something happen like this, we all want to be cool by y'all. Why we don't be cool by y'all when that happened in our own neighborhood? Okay. How can it was a hate crime. That was nothing but a hate crime all the way, Queen Regina. In chat. That was nothing but a hate crime. That was nothing but a hate. We are deeply disappointed by this decision after the attorney to Owens' family said in a statement shared with Jezebel. All the evidence equivalently support the elevation of this charge of second-degree murder. We firmly believe that the justice demand, nevertheless, the failure of the prosecutor to charge letter with what truly reflected her want to reckless behavior undermines our ability to even get real accountability. Think about it. Okay. When like I said, put the shoe on the other foot. They wouldn't hesitate to put a second degree. Guess what? They go for first degree murder. Not even second degree. Not even second degree. They go with first degree murder. Then would charge her with endangerment welfare of a child. Then would charge her with children cruelty. Then would charge her with child abuse. Then would charge her with doing a crime, using a weapon in the commission of a crime. Think about it. How the hell can you drop some charges on something that's so simple? How the hell, who, let's take it, what, would she get the same charges? Would she would have got that same charge if that was a white woman came to the door, she shot through the door? If you believe that she would have got the same charge if there was another white woman that came to the door and she shot through the door, put a one in the chat. If she would have got the same charges that the black woman that she got for killing the black woman, put a one in the chat. You feel that way? Pamela Diaz, AJ's own mother said in a statement that her family is devastated by Glass's decision not to charge Leverage with murder. How do I explain it to AJ's children, my young grandbaby, that the loss of their mother's life is still not being taken seriously? Only a living breathing AJ would be true justice, and today's charge would not be further from that. Now, how in hell do you explain that to you? How the hell is she gonna explain it to her grandkids? You think she's gonna be able to go back to that neighborhood? See, you can put an assault charge on that, but get what? Get what she's gonna be known for? Murdering somebody. That's not self-defense. In the other case, especially shooting through the door. What you scared of? Oh, I'm scared of the big black woman. I'm scared of an angry black woman. She's scared of the angry black woman. That's what she's telling us. This news comes after the Murray County Sheriff Office faced significant backlash over a days-long delay in being arrested as the state investigated whether Leverson had acted within the bounds of Florida Stand Your Ground law. Stand Your Ground laws legally permit citizens to defend themselves with deadly force if they feel they're in imminent danger. But on June 2nd, Leverson shot Owens while she was unarmed and in the presence of her young children with a locked door separating the two. You're right. They're supposed to defend their children. See, that one don't stand your ground. She was with her kids, for one. She was unarmed, number two. And she was separated by a locked door, number three, which would separate them two. According to the lawyers of Orange family, the conflict that led to Orange's death began when her kids were playing in a field near their apartment complex. Okay, I'm gonna tell you about that field. That field wasn't her land. That was public domain. She tried to rule, and they want the kids to play, right? You know how they want to. You know how some of them want people like that want to corral black folks and put them in one area, right? That's what she did. Yes, it was WJ. It was way too wrong. On them fish ring. And they feel near their apartment complex. They began yelling at the key of racial slurs. The children fled the field and accidentally left behind an iPad with Leverage collected. When Orange kid went to Leverage house to retrieve it, Orange family lawyers say Leverage threw it. hitting one of the children. So she threw the iPad and hit one of the kids. That's child abuse. That's assault with a deadly weapon. That's 2 charges right there already. That's 2 charges already. Owens then came to Lawrence home to confront her. Lawrence then shot and killed Owens through the door. Murray County Sheriff Office offered a similar version of events after completed interviews with witnesses, including the children earlier this month, leading to Lawrence's arrest on June 6th. That did not lead to her arrest. I got you, Queen. Hold on. That did not lead to her arrest. A whole bunch of outcry led to her arrest because it was dead wrong. And then Hale had added insult to injury, just charge her with assault with a firearm and aggravated assault. That's a slap on the goddamn wrist. If I say think about it, I'm gonna mute up. I'm gonna let you you can go ahead first, Queen.
Oh, are you finished with your introduction of the story?
Story. I'm finished for right now. Okay. I'm gonna get y'all on in.
Okay. And I'm a criminal justice major. Again, I bring a lot of wisdom and professionalism to any topic that is up for discussion. And on to stand your ground under a slave state. We all know so-called is supposed to be over, but in this country, nothing is ever over. These laws are not intended for us. It appears that way. Stand your ground is colorless. A mother has a right to defend her child. And that's what the mother was attempting to do when her children, reported the incident to her. That mother had that right to defend those children. And the predicate, what led up to the crime, not just the shooting, but the hate crime should be on the table. The children are Black. She's been treating the children hateful because they're Black. And it's been a constant feud from what I'm understanding, right, D-Truth? And the mother went to talk, but if the door is locked, you're safe. I, in my opinion, don't believe she had to shoot this mother who was defending her children that were some hate spewed at them, which is traumatizing. And until we vote, put our money where our vote is in Florida. Not a good turnout. Who did they think would suffer from staying your ground? Even an NFL player, ex-NFL player, had to defend himself when he stood his ground and was charged with all that evidence against the young lady that he was dating and her brother and his friends. I don't know if you all don't see this mistreatment when it comes to the laws of this country. They're not designed for us, in my opinion. And I yield the floor.
Right, go ahead, get your take on it.
Follow up on Miss Queen Regina's statement. True, this is what happens. Us black people need to watch this. We have this all the time. I keep saying this time and time again. When a white person kills a black person, they screaming Black Lives Matter and all that. But we killing each other every day. Now she's getting away with killing a mother, defending her kids, and this white lady did not get charged for that. Y'all black people need to be watching this. Us black people need to be watching this. Start killing each other. They want us to become extinct. It's who we know and who we like. It would been one of us. They would have locked us up in a heartbeat. A heartbeat. So these your so-called street niggas out there don't know shit. Excuse my French. Y'all better be watching this. Some of these people are not going to help you. Because you see this, they let a woman get away with murder. This almost shades what happened to Trayvon Martin. Let that George Zimmerman guy go. Y'all black people, man, we black people better wake up, bro. We gotta wake up. Cause this is sad, man. Look at the kids, man. They ain't got no mother. They don't have no mother. And in the law, the government don't give a shit. This is what hurts me. This is what pains me. That's why we need laws. Black people need to stick together and stop all the BS. If we won't, more of us would die. More of us would die. So we need to stick together. Not because of what happened today. We need to stick together today and the future and stop this BS who's destroying our streets. So we won't have these problems like this happen again. Now these kids got to grow up with a lot of psychological issues, man, wondering. They got to live without their mother. And that's sad. This is sad, man. Use your head and think. Open your eyes and see. Clean out your ears and listen. I'm done, bro.
You right about that. Think about this. I know y'all probably heard about this story. This young black man goes to the wrong house because he's looking for his brother to take him home. White man comes out to shoot him. Right? He's dead. Then the first incident I saw, the kid missed the school bus. So he was trying to take the route the bus goes to go to the school. He got lost. Go knocked on the door. White man comes out with a shotgun. He's still alive. He's lucky to be alive. And here's another story. These two teenager black boys goes in some houses, whatever, do like teenager mischief. They run for the cop. The cop shoot one of the black boys in the back and kill him. And a 14 or 15-year-old gets charged with a murder. Then they give him 65 years, then 55 years, then they go down to 40-something years. But said he the one that caused his friend to get killed. Then this was in Alabama. And then the same judge, this white guy and his girlfriend was riding down the road, and the white guy running from the police. He drunk and high. He crashed the car and killed his girlfriend. He gets 3 years.
3 years, bro?
3 years. But this kid, 14-year-old, gets charged for something what the police did. Killed his friend. That goes to show you, like Queen Regina just said, justice is not blind, but it's blind to us. Because we don't get no justice. When are we going to get the justice? When we gonna, just like you said, when we gonna stop saying, "Oh, they did this to us, they did this to us"? Yeah, we know that, But guess what? We have to wake up and say we do it to our own self. And we talked about this other night that we Brian. We do it to our own self. Every day we making fun of somebody because they don't have no money or no clothes, no food to eat. Making fun of them because of their skin tone. One lighter and darker than the other. We mess with it because of the hair texture. That plays on your psyche.
But the sad
As a,
thing
y-
about it, bro, go ahead. I'm sorry.
especially when you're a impressionable young boy and girl. We say that children do not do what we say, they do what they see us do. These this some of this stuff is not they do not know this stuff when they born. It's learned behavior from the home. See, that mother was doing what a mother's supposed to do. She's supposed to go protect her kids. That's what been a whole pile of charges on that woman right now. Am I right, Queen Virginia?
Yes, I'm sorry. I was on mute. Yes. And what is this? A sign of fear? Black mothers now can't protect their children. That's a normal. We're nurturers. She was going to talk. We don't know what was going. What happened. We'll never know. But we do know now. These children will be a part of the system. Lives ruined.
But
That lady
their
knew who
grandma.
the mother was because they're neighbors. She knew
Mhm.
once she shot her, she was taking that mother away from the children. Didn't care, in my opinion.
It's sad. It's very sad. And the true.
Yeah.
These these us black people, like I said, I'm half black, half Indian. But in the same time, man,
Hmm.
they ain't gonna learn, bro. They don't care. We can talk about this till our heads turn pink, bro. Our heads turn blue. They ain't gonna listen. Some of them don't want to listen, bro. That's the sad part about it, bro. Big bro, it's sad. Like I said, I be out there talking to the young cats out there in the street, man. And some of them like understand. I said, bro, how old you is? He like, man, I'm about 18 because I was doing delivery. I picked up a kid, just to take him to Walmart. And I said, man, where your head is at? He said, man, I'm trying to get out these streets. As I was taking him to Walmart, he said, man, I got to get out these streets, man. People shooting and killing every day, man. This is not how I want to live. Some of these young cats are tired. And there's a lot of young cats, excuse me, are tired, but they're kind of scared to speak up because how the reaction gonna come back at them. Miss Queen Regina, man, said a lot by listening to her. She said she got experience on this type of subject. We, as grown as adults, don't matter what race, need to teach our kids what's right, what's wrong. No favoritism. Just telling a cold-hearted truth about how this world should be. Because if they do not, they're gonna be losing some loved ones like these poor little children are gonna do. We got so much hatred, and the white man, some of us not gonna help young black people. Some of them are not. Miss Regina, you can correct me if I'm wrong, if you can. We need to learn how to stick together ourselves, or just make sure we just move on and just stay focused on our dreams and goals in life, man.
I agree with you, Mr. Tehran. But we have to come to at a certain stage and state in our lives, who are we sticking together with? Hey, Miss Jane, there are some family members that I don't stick together with anymore because of their views and ideas and disrespect of our community. We have to find like-minded people. Yes, individual thinking and ideas and bring something to the table to add value, perspective. But I'm not getting what I'm voting for from neither. Our voices will be extinct and we will have nothing on the table when it comes to the vote. Now, all these laws are supposed to be universal laws. Stand your ground, the Second Amendment, the First Amendment, all these rights. And it's clear we don't have the luxury of these rights. Now, I'm going to tell you, I have them because I demand them. But if Black people who have decided not to vote and wants to be entertained by foolishness, I can't hitch my wagon to them. I cannot hitch. All they want to do is riot, burn down our own neighborhoods. No, I ain't with that. Vote. You ain't got to burn down a motherfucking thing. Vote. They're just all about burning everything down. All you got to do is take your hips in a booth. You ain't got to do all that. Vote, vote, vote. Not telling you what party to vote for, but in about the next 10 years, you talk about your vote don't matter today. Your damn vote would damn sure not matter in the next 10 years. You will be extinct, in my opinion. And I yield the floor.
There was some got other people came here. Respect the panel. Anita Sweet, Teron 19, Debbie, Miss J don't came in the house. You are welcome, Miss J. And we are making some point. Hey, Queen, you heard me when I said on the Monday panel what I'm gonna do Friday, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna break down the Star Spangled Banner. There's some people I know. Queen Regina and myself are veterans. We used to stand for we had to salute and all that stuff for the flag and the national anthem, right?
Yes.
And that one verse they left out. See, they lied to our kids. They lied to our kids. And then I'll go on to the Bill of Rights the next day. Then I'll go on to the Constitution. Then I'll go on to the Amazing Grace. See, that's a lot of stuff. See, they want to take CRT out of school. Brian, Chad, Queen Regina. How can you take somebody out of school which is not being taught in school?
Right. And I just, in my opinion, I just believe now in the state that we in, homeschooling is the best place to teach these kids. But this young generation keep pushing their own kids off onto other folks to teach when they ain't even learning nothing because they ain't teaching nothing.
Bingo.
I'm gonna tell you what I saw yesterday on the way home. Yesterday on the way home, right? Yeah, I ran the train so I had to get to my car.
I saw an older man. Yes, he was drunk. He was selling something in the bag. You know how they do it in Queen Virginia in Atlanta when they on the train selling something.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And the young man,
You know.
and the young man, and the young man asked him, "Let me see that. Let me see how much." He said, "Older man said $5." Okay, and and the older gentleman asked for it back. You think that young boy gave it back to him? He wanted. He said, "I took this. I took this. You're not getting it back." That was the young, and everybody else was laughing. I was sitting there thinking, I didn't want to. I wanted to say something, but the problem is, these younger generation, you don't know what they got on them. Am I right, Queen Regina and Brian and Chat? You
Yeah.
don't know what they got on them,
Yes, you're right.
and they got that mouth, and they got that mouth, and I know what I would have did to them, and I'm like, it's something like that. He's out at night. It's 10 o'clock at night time. Don't you want to be your ass at home in the house?
Before the
What we
street
was at?
lights come on is when I had
Yeah,
to be in the house, or you gonna get whooped.
yeah.
Light was how we knew when to come in the house. Not no mama, not no voice, not no whoop, no nothing. Lights, street lights. When they come
Mm.
on, you know where your hips supposed to be in this door.
hmm
Exactly.
And then on top of that, when even the other neighbors said that woman was like that, even where the house was sitting and where the kids were playing, she go keep off the private property on something that wasn't hers. Y'all don't know how they do it. Y'all already know how they do it. Wasn't hers. Other people told police, hey, this how she do that. She N word, slaves. That's a hate crime,
That is
child
a hate
abuse.
crime. Yes, the predicate to the mother walking to the door as a reasonable mother. This is
hmm
what the law is all about. What would a reasonable person do? Most mothers would go to their neighbor in an attempt to find out what's going on because no, we don't listen to children. I want to hear from the adult. From the adult. And then I'll take actions. If my child is lying to me, or if I can get through to you, this is not the right way. This is a hate crime. And then
hmm
call the law yourself, black mama. You ain't got to go to no goddamn door. Let the law go to the door for child abuse and a hate crime. All this
hmm
taking shit in your own hands is a step too far when the laws are not in your favor. Black mama. And now this black mama is gone.
And, and, and it's just like what happened in Chicago. You heard what happened in Chicago. See, that got me pissed off. You know what I tell you that got me pissed off right there?
That got me
A,
pissed off too, bro.
a black man doing all they get in the spirit don't have the patience enough to wait till the woman get through ordering food. She takes her son. She got license to carry in Chicago. Son comes in. He stands by the door. Sees his mother get hit 2 to 3 times. She don't fall. That kid acting off emotion, like he gonna lose his mother. And you know what makes this? It ain't the sad part that the man hit that woman. The sad part is that his girlfriend egging him on. The other sad part is that black men is standing by while it happened.
Didn't do a damn thing, bro.
Yeah,
Did not
and
do a
they,
damn thing.
you're right. And us as black men, we downgrade our black women the most. See, our black queens are the least protected humans on earth. Stop me if I'm lying. Come think about it. They get it from the Asian. They get it from the Caucasian. They get it from the other ethnic nationality group. But guess who do it to the worst? We do.
We get it from everywhere, and it's exhausting.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
We get it from they get it from the black men. It don't stop there. They get it from some of the black women. Tearing each other down. Instead of raising each other up as sisters. See, in this day and time, you say something to some other kid, the parents want to get mad.
Oh yeah.
But in old school, we wouldn't have dared talk back to Miss
They could
Susan.
whoop us. Our neighbors could whoop
Miss-
us old school. If they
Exactly.
saw us doing something wrong, they could whoop us. They told on us, and Mama took that word, because most time it was the truth. They saw us. Everybody had they say the neighborhood watch. It wasn't no
Mhm.
surveillance camera. It was neighbors. Neighborhood watch. I saw your daughter the other day kissing on a boy. That's what one neighbor told on me.
Can I chime in on this one? Let me chime in on this one.
Yeah.
Like Miss Regina said, Miss Queen, the same thing goes to the church. Like when you act up in church, guess who look out? Guess who get on you? The usher.
That mother nurse. I know.
Yes, the usher. They'll go out there and take them outside, give them a little spanking. After they get spunked, take their behinds back in the church and set them on down and let them see the word. Listen to the word.
Yeah.
And like,
I know you.
like I said, what happened
Wow.
to the old school? I used to tell this to my grandma. Lord God rest her soul, man. I used to ask these questions. What happened
What happened?
to the old school? Old school
Hey,
was the
Brian.
best generation, bro. Go ahead, my brother.
Brian, look at what Deborah J said. You want to know what happened to the old school? Look at what Deborah J said.
Yeah, parents being friends, and that's the problem.
That's all you need to know.
Can I
Go
tell
ahead,
a
Miss-
Go
little
ahead,
church
Queen.
story?
Go ahead, Miss Queen.
I
Go
was in
ahead.
church. I was one of them ushers, and I had I was a daycare provider. And at one point in my daycare, I had 2 kids of my own, and then my daughter's father had a grandson, and he basically stayed with me as well. And then a military couple was going overseas, and they didn't even really trust their own family on both sides to, see for the children for almost 2 years. And because they was under my care as their daycare provider, she asked me if I would care for them. So I said, yeah. So for 18 months, I was a caregiver of 6 children. So 3 of them under my direction from the birth, and 3 were not. Loose. All this rapping they was doing and couldn't even count. No, you're going to sit your hips down and learn how to count, okay? Before you get put out. But anyway, I took the little fella to church with me. I took him all to church with me. My own grandson, he going to try to show out on me while I was caught up in the Holy Ghost. Man.
No, he didn't.
I don't see you showing out. Man, I kept shouting, grabbed his ear, and I shouted him all the way outside to the bathroom. I kept shouting. I twist that ear. What are you doing? And I still spoke in tongues. No. Oh, Lord. No, you're going to sit your ass down. Yeah. Hallelujah. And
Hey,
he was
Queen.
looking
Queen.
at me, Grandma, you cussing me out in church. Y'all don't get they don't hear me cussing me out.
Hey, but I was talking to somebody. Hey, Queen, I was talking to somebody other day, right? I said, the worst thing. It is. It ain't the whipping. It ain't the whipping. It that tongue lashing that gets you.
Oh, yeah. And he thought he had me on the ropes in church that I wasn't gonna do it to him, but I got him.
And try to be your kids' friends. See, what goes in the home? See, why I'm doing this, right? Since these people try to take so-called CRT out of school, right? I said, okay, I'll bring CRT to social media. I asked one of my who subscribed to me, if you got young kids, teenage kids, uh, I said, when I do this show, would you sit down and listen and watch with your children or your child? They said yes. You see what I'm saying? I don't care if they watch it live. I don't care if they watch it on replay. Because the book to tell you anything, you can read a book. What? How many times American history and the world history book been written and rewritten again? How many
So many,
times?
so many times, bro. So many times.
Yeah.
See, when that mother with that's just mother instinct. See, I understand why she went to that door. Oh, don't forget that Chicago story. Okay. Then they're gonna charge charge the son. Then about 2, 3, 4 days later, the DA dropped the charges. One, I tell you my reason why. He ran out the guy that hit the woman ran out the door. You don't know if he go to the car and get another gun. Their life was still in danger. Especially if they walked out and then killed and he didn't get killed. He could have ambushed them. And two, and two, guess what? That district attorney is an elected official.
Mm.
And number three, think about all the hoopla that would have been if the prosecutor kept the charge of that 14-year-old boy.
Right.
And think if they would have kept the charges on his mother. You know how many women's rights groups would have stepped up that had a child? Hey, Queen, I'm gonna ask you this question right here. I'm gonna ask you this question right here.
Mm-hmm.
What son would do anything to protect his mother?
Most sons, and I have to even update my opinion because I came in the middle of the discussion, didn't have the full evidence because I kept hearing the boyfriend, something about the boyfriend, somebody encouraged the boyfriend. When I looked at the video for the first time and he hitting her with a closed fist like that, oh my God. Was he a stranger also in that
Yep,
line?
he sure was.
So
It was, man.
my whole opinion. I thought the woman was on a date with her boyfriend and her son interjected in an argument. See, I had all the wrong facts because of the noise. But now that I have all the facts, the son was within his rights to defend his mama against that attack by that man. And I know my son would have did the same thing. It just depends on what state. And I live in Georgia. If my son would have been afforded stand your grounds, deep truth, and that's the fear that I have. And that's
Yeah.
why I don't want my son getting involved because I stay in a Confederate state.
Well, me, you're the same state. Me, you're the same state, Queen.
I know.
And and
Alabama the same way, and Mississippi.
the thing about it, the thing about the whole situation is, I understand the prosecutor dropping the charges. Election time coming around, she need, and this was a black attorney, and when, and I looked at his girlfriend, the one the woman that he hit, egging him on, and I sat back and thought that wasn't the only time he hit a woman. He beat her. You see what I'm saying? And if they would have went to court, you know, their attorney would have brought up when they looked at his record and showed this what he did. You know, there's some record out here him beating on women. We, you know how they like to slam the black man when they going against the state. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They want to dirty his name.
Mhm.
But
They was gonna go into the background of prior acts or anything that didn't even have to do with this situation. They do that even when the black man is in the right of the issue.
Yeah.
And I don't even see how you all put up with it. And I don't know if any of this lashing out and frustration is the root of this. The extinction is near for black men.
Yeah.
Heterosexual black men, the extinction is near.
I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna stay here since all my life.
Yeah, I know you will. You will become more quiet. Some are becoming more quiet in this atmosphere because they'll pin things on you, make things up about you, railroad your career if you speak out. And at some point, we all may need the justice system in our lives. We're going to need the medical system in our lives. Nobody on this app is speaking about the increased murder rate of black mothers when they go to have their babies.
Oh, them coming there. Oh, I was doing that. Oh, I work my way. I will work my way to it. Morality rate is high because of the doctors you go see, and they don't believe some black women be in that much pain. You see what I'm saying? They think our pain tolerance is high. Yeah, our pain tolerance is high, and they think we be lying.
And they can go to the moon and back, and a black woman can't survive pregnancy when our grandmamas, and they don't want to talk about our grandmamas, had them in the house with midwives. We don't see the writing on the wall of the extinction of the black family and the black man, black childbirth. Our vote will not matter, no matter how much we then try to push it out when we're extinct in Florida.
I'm telling you another thing.
I got something to say after
nothing.
you get true.
Okay.
After you get I finish. You go ahead.
Respect, Dabba Shooter. This, you heard about Cop City, right? You heard about Cop City. See, and I talk about this all the time.
What did you say? Mm-hmm.
As I said, you heard me talk about Cop City down here in Atlanta. They build it in try to build it in the black folk neighborhood, right?
It's in my neighborhood. Yes, it's in my neighborhood. I live near where Rayshard Brooks was killed at Wendy's.
Oh, I know exactly. No, you gotta say less. I already know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I know exactly what I already know.
And that shooting hurt my heart.
And the people of that community elected them city councilmen to represent them. Them people went to that city council meeting and let them know how they felt. And they turned a blind eye and voted to build it anyway. $50-some million to build it. You know who won on that? It's the architect and the builders who got to build it. And why are they going to put it in a black neighborhood? See, our voices are not being heard because we're not being loud enough. But when somebody like a police officer or somebody white up shooting us, one of us, then y'all won't
They
get out
want
there and march.
they want to scream Black Lives Matter, Wakanda forever, all that BS shit.
Well, D Truth, and this is my opinion. I believe
Mhm.
Buckhead pushed that vote because you remember Buckhead pays the majority of the high taxes and that criminal element, with the money flowing from the entertainers in Atlanta and moving into Buckhead, and the increased crime in Buckhead on camera and everything was seeming to
Mhm.
like the West End.
Mhm.
So Buckhead, with politics, you have to
Mhm.
compromise. I can't have 100% of what I want, and you can't have 100% of what you want. We got to
Mhm.
compromise. What's the middle? Buckhead, Atlanta couldn't give Buckhead what it wanted, all of what it wanted, because it needs Buckhead's money.
Yep.
So Buckhead knew it had to compromise. Get us
Mhm.
that police state downtown. Don't put this nowhere near Buckhead. Let's get it from you all. Okay?
Mhm.
Money talks and bullshit walks.
Right. Hey, Queen. I'm telling you just one thing. But they want to say that black men, black women, kids are children going to doing all that BS in Buckhead. But little do they know it's their own damn kids.
It was and is, but we do know these rappers live in Buckhead. Now
Mm-hmm.
I got to call it down the middle.
Mm-hmm. I
And these
believe, hey,
rappers
you
are
know I
from
do.
out of town, and they brought a element into Buckhead. And see, you can do that and play that in Chicago, but you still in the hood in Chicago doing that shit. You don't know about Buckhead, and this is a Confederate state, and you're gonna take your black ass in Buckhead in Chicago.
Mm.
Okay.
They don't care how much money you got. And this with Buckhead put his foot down and was like, hey, we want out. We want to be our own entity. And
Yeah, they
Atlanta,
want to
it couldn't make it without Buckhead money.
see. They want their own police. They want their own police department. See, and that's
They
the problem
want
we
their
have.
own taxes also.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
They don't
yeah.
want
You're
to
right.
share that money with Atlanta.
See,
So
and,
Atlanta
and- and
compromise.
you're right. Money greaves hands in these states. Money greaves hands. What money brings is changed. But what money? What money has changed when that young black queen got shot through that door? What money got to change when that young her kid got hit in the head with an iPad? What got changed when her kid, her 10-year-old kid, was standing next to her when she got shot?
Come on, tell it. Tell the story. Tell it. Tell the
What might
truth.
have changed? What might have changed hand when the community said how that lady was? What might have changed hand when you know it's a hate crime? See, you know what that remind me of, Queen? That remind me of Emmett Till story.
Oh
What
yeah.
happened to him?
Oh yes. Oh
See,
yeah.
see, although two white men they didn't get charged and they dead, but who orchestrated that? A white
Mm.
woman. Look at what kind of money changed hands when Black Straw Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma got burned down over a lie. Who started that lie? A white woman. See, every time something happens, it seems like it's always a white woman involved somewhere.
But who are they blaming online? Who are they blaming online? That's the problem.
Mm.
There you go.
Black women.
There you go. There
We
you go.
are out of
They want to
all.
call y'all. They want
Yeah,
to call y'all angry black women.
we are
They want,
out of all answers. Money. solutions. I ain't got no more answers from you. You damn near don't beat me to death with your rhetoric. I'm only concerned about me and mine. Going forward, D-Truth. I cannot stand with folks, and I'm not talking about online because I don't have real life black folk haters. My whole life. Shit. On jobs. I can't stand with these folks. They don't stand with us in real life because of their outcome of their life. They want to take everybody down with the Titanic. And I ain't even on no what that thing that went down last week. I ain't trying to go see no goddamn Titanic.
I don't know no black people will go get on that thing, go try to sit on damn Titanic.
No, not in the
folks keep
millions.
trying to take everybody down with them. Like I said, they know the folks died on the Titanic. Why is you keep trying to go visit a place where you can't even breathe at the ocean floor? I don't get it. And ain't nobody taking me to my destruction. Nobody. Not even our own people. That's what my stand is.
I got a question for both of you, Big Bro D-Truth and Queen Regina, and about the job situations, about, who the favoritism. Even our own people, when they get promoted to supervisor or boss, they will look down on their own people and treat them like shit instead of trying to help us get better with our jobs so we can get promoted like them. So this is what I'm saying to some of these young cats on the chat, or they're going to hear me on this replay. It's who we know and who we like. Got to, because we need to start, like I was, back to what I'm saying. Money talk, people listen. It's always money. Money is their God now. They ran from God. They believe money can get them out of everything. But I disagree. Money can't get you out of everything. When we die, is our money gonna follow us? Answer me that question. I'll wait.
Nope.
No, it won't.
Nope.
So that's why I said, and I said this all the time, money ain't shit to me. All I need money is to pay my bills and put food on my table. People looking down on folks. People looking down on folks because there's some of them scared of the white man.
Oh yeah, they scared of him. Scared of him. And I don't like those type of people around me because they'll do anything for the white man if it means destroying their own. So I don't allow those people around me in real life and not no social media life. That's why I put my foot down the way I do. They'll have you to lose everything. So I don't play with that destructive element in our community. We know it's there. You pretend it away. I don't play with my safety because I know that element is in our community trying to tear another black person down. And you, Teron, said something about teach us. They ain't need to teach me shit. I come to the table stacked up on my black excellence, and they still wouldn't promote me. So this ain't about teach shit. I can teach them. And they still didn't want to promote me, told lies like they do on this app. But see, one thing about a nurse, it's hard to lie on a nurse because we are independent contractors, even if we work for a corporation. I can stand on my own nursing license. A doctor can't tell me to break the law. No, that is the wrong medication, the wrong amount, the wrong leg, or whatever. Nurses are here to save you.
Yes, ma'am.
And we are independent of a doctor and his decision. We're there to check to make sure they're doing the right thing by their patients. So this shit on YouTube ain't shit for me to speak up and speak out. I've had to save people's lives in real life from doctors. And the doctors that work with me know I didn't play. And most of them requested Nurse Brian because she's going to keep me from messing up my goddamn license while I'm sleepy as fuck and don't got the wrong patient and messed up the medication. Nurse Brian is going to come to my rescue. I had a good reputation on my job with the doctors. It's those hating ass CNAs and nurses.
I got another question. You talking about standing up. A couple of months ago, I was riding in my job. Auto parts. I forgot about auto part I had to send to. I talked to my supervisor before I left to go to that store. It was a white lady. Yes, a white lady. She was a supervisor. She was talking down to me, and I was being polite, like a gentleman. I said, ma'am, I'm sorry I don't have the part for you. I checked it with my supervisor. She like, you must be riding around there in the van. I got quiet. I ain't say anything. I went back outside to get the rest of the parts. But when I came back in the store, though, it was another cart, a crate for me to pick up. I thought I was supposed to pick up. Asked this woman politely. I said, ma'am, do I got to take this this crate with me? She replied to me, do we got a name on it? Then the nigga me came out. I asked you a fucking question. You ain't had to come with me with that attitude. With your stank ass attitude. After I said that, with that fucked up attitude you got, I asked you a goddamn question, man. And you came in with the attitude, and then she gonna tell me, get in the truck, get in the truck. I said, fuck you and that goddamn shirt you got on. It was like another shirt to mean they're a higher rank than you. I said, I don't give a damn who you are. She said she gonna call my boss. Guess what I told her, Miss Queen Regina? Call the motherfuckers. Call them. Call them. Call my supervisor. You can call the whole goddamn owner of that motherfucking job. But you ain't gonna come sit here and tell me what the fuck I can do. And I asked you politely with a stupid ass fucking ass attitude. I said you could call my boss, you could call my supervisor, you could call the general manager, you could call fucking Joe Biden. I'm sitting here right here with you. Why you doing it? This motherfucking bitch assaulted me. And I had the right. And when I left, I called my boss. I said, yes, I cussed this bitch out. I cussed her out. I did not call her a bitch, but I said I cussed that ass out. Because you ain't gonna go over here and run me out and tell me what I can and cannot do because you a goddamn boss. That's none of the fucking title to me. A fucking title. And I have the right to stand my ground. Many people lost their jobs because they are so damn scared to speak up. They bring their frustration home to their loved ones and take it out on the wrong people instead of the people who they got into it with.
Yeah.
Me, what I did, I stood my ground and I told her ass off. And she tried to get me fired. I told both of my bosses, this woman had an attitude. And I said, A lot of folks ain't gonna stand for that. I don't give a fuck where you from. I ain't give a damn where you at. Miss Regina, my name is Twister28 on my thing, but my real name is Brian Robinson. I've been over there.
28. I saw that. Yeah, more black men are gonna have to do this with white women. That's why they're Karens on the loose.
She playing.
They created Karens by being cowards, quick to tell black women off. Okay, fine. I'm not no fucking Karen. Y'all see what's on the fucking videos that we've seen.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes,
speak
ma'am.
to Karen, and until you can speak to Karen, I don't want to hear it because I'm losing respect for some men. I am.
Yeah.
If
And-
you
and-
can stand up to Big Mama like me,
Mhm.
you can stand up to Karen because I am really trying to give you wisdom.
Yes,
but
ma'am.
I know how to get your ass up off me.
Preach,
And
man.
that's what you're mad about.
Preach, man.
Mhm.
And it's something I wanted to say. I seen somebody, yes, that old submarine was a distraction. I'm
Yep.
on the record saying I don't want to go to the bottom of the sea and I don't want to go to the moon. I want a fair wage. Now, I've gotten my fair wage because I'm a nurse. But any grown man working in an auto parts or even Walmart deserves a working fair wage. That's another thing you won't vote for. The CEO in America, if an average worker makes $7, we're going to do this easy, $7. The CEO makes 400 times that. 400 times that. So we're going to do the math on this. 400 times $7.
That's 2,800.
2,800. So, okay, we're doing this weekly. And I'm just lowering the CEO because that is not the Waltons. We know that's not their salary.
Hell no.
It's up there.
I'm
buddy.
tell you,
At
I'm tell you,
some
sir.
point, when do we make more than a struggling wage? Yes, I went to school and became a nurse. And I'm in the debt of paying this back from, school debt, student loan.
Yeah.
So they still got me, in the cage.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't paying shit until I can. So that's one thing I can do is keep taking these deferments. But you got folks who didn't go to school. They at Walmart. They at Target making a struggling wage and they full grown. A struggling wage is teenage. And even teenagers ain't working for that. That's why they did go and date older men. Because our country believes a CEO needs to get paid 400 times the average worker. Where did they do that at? And we sustain this country. Roads crumbling. D-Truth, anywhere you drive in Atlanta, you can tap your whole car hitting one of them potholes.
Mm-hmm.
Bumps. The holes
But
in the
they
road.
want to go to the moon and to the seafloor. I don't.
And you're right.
This money to real work right here on top of the ocean and not in the goddamn galaxy.
Let me say this. Oh, and one thing they got in common. You go underwater, you can't breathe. You go out of space,
Hey,
you can't breathe. Why the world you want to go out of space and go under the water? We can't breathe.
just seeing the submarine. Ain't no way in hell I'm getting on no submarine going to no ocean floor. I ain't going to no moon. Why is this country spending all this money for people to keep meeting their death in these escapades?
Mm-hmm.
No. Get us
See.
here. Okay? Get these motherfucking roads and bridges. 95 bridge collapsed 2 weeks ago. I ain't hear no stories on that talking about a motherfucking submarine.
Yeah. Yep.
Miss Regina.
95 is a major vein, artery.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
From Florida all the way up to East Coast.
Yes. And we talking about a submarine, a billionaire. Took his ass and his family, whatever. I don't even know that whole story because I didn't give a damn because it's the seafloor.
Mm-hmm. Think about this, Queen. Think about this. They want to spend all that money on that BS, but yet they want to give parents living wages. They want to build a training facility, $50-something million, but they want to see. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and tell these whoever gonna watch the replay, y'all on the panel and in the chat. The homeless shelters, YMCA, all the rest of them, and to go lay in them beds, take a shower, whatever. It's nothing but a rock. That ain't nothing but a scam.
Exactly.
People got to go pay to go sleep there at night to take a shower. Why do they have to pay? If they could pay to go sleep there, you don't think they go get a hotel room that pays about a day or about a week?
Mm.
Do you think they can go get? Don't think if they could pay, they can go try to go get an apartment? Do you think they could pay if they pay that they can go try to go get a house? See that money they using to build that structure. That money they be using all down in all these different states building some bullshit. Let's keep it real. Every state, there's somebody in that state building some bullshit with a whole bunch of money they can use to help the homeless out.
I can tell you that, D-True. Down here in Mississippi, roads. All our money going on fixing roads. I understand that, but sometimes some of these roads don't need to be fixed like that. We got so many people who struggling to make ends meet every motherfucking day. All our money going to stuff that don't need to be going there. It's down up the road, they building a bridge over there, I guess, to make it easier for some people, yes. But man, these people, Miss Regina, correct me if I'm wrong, we are voting for the wrong, like we go out there and vote, and we thinking that those guys are going to help us, help our community. When we vote them in, they don't do a damn thing.
They switch up on you.
Yes, they just there for the money. We making them rich while we getting poor.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. That's why I am a loner and I don't trust nobody in office, Democrat, Republican, Independent. That's why I'm like, I'm not just going up here and waste my breath to vote. But yeah, go out and vote. But where are the real people who out there want to save the community?
Right.
Our own people from the hood need to go out there and become officers and help their own community.
Yes.
Where everybody is instead of
campaign. I did it.
complaining. We are the only race that complains about everything, and none of us are doing a goddamn thing about it. None of us. But we out here complaining every damn day. Get up off your ass and show the fucking country that we need something better for our young kids. Kids are scared to go out there and play with these other kids because somebody go out there and have a goddamn feelings hurt and go out there and shoot somebody, ricochet, hit one of them. But you want to rely on a goddamn white person to help you. Some of these white folks don't give a fuck about us. I'm not saying all, because there's some great white folks out there. We need to find good people to get out there and save us communities, the projects, not just the good neighborhoods. I'm talking about save the ghetto, the projects, all of them. They all need it. I heard about Ed Reed. Ed Reed tried to help out his people. They kicked him out because he stood up.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kwame Brown spoke about that. They got mad because Ed Reed want to stick by for his community. It's all who we like instead of helping each other out.
And this is something who we like, and this is the example I use with the mathematics.
Salute to you, Black.
CEOs making 400,000. We're gonna go with the $7 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
The CEO a month is making $11,200, while the worker who is voting for the CEO they like, the politician they like, because that's who's gonna pay the salary. The worker is making $112 a month. That same CEO is making $134,400 a year, while that worker is making, I got here 134. Let me do this here. It can't be no 134 a year here. Did I do my math? I did my math wrong here. 134. Just one moment, y'all. $7 times 4 equals 28. And that's 1 week times 12.
But why she getting that?
$28 for a month. Am I right on that one?
What you talking about? What we had came up. You feel 7. You said you still talking about that $7 for
I'm trying to get the low level. Is they making $336 a year voting for a CEO to make 400,000% more? We messed up, y'all. We messed up. And this is what we're voting for. Yes, you're voting for the politician, but the politician is already paid by the CEO for the vote.
Mm-hmm. See, and I'm telling you this. I told Armando this. Respect to Armando Black. He's in the house. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this right here. One, I told Armando this. I could be a politician. One, all my dirt, I've been already had it out. 2, I'm not easily bought. You know what I'm saying? I'm not easily bought. Either you're gonna do like you had to do with JFK or leave me alone. Because the people put me here to do a job. The town is seeing other people not doing their job. See, and I looked at that case in Florida that we were talking about. And I said, what if there was a white woman that came and knocked on that door? Would she still would have shot?
T. Drew, hell no, she wouldn't. She wouldn't have shot that lady.
They would have a nice goddamn conversation. See, what the prosecution scared, they looking at they constituents, what they think.
Exactly.
They ain't looking for no justice.
Mm-hmm.
See, we said all of that to say that.
The constituents that voted.
Yep. Because they got to get reelected. See, one thing that woman can't do, she ain't going to be able to go back to that house. You know she ain't going to be able to go back to that house. That lady, the neighbors going to look at her funny. And Queen, that woman, mother going to take care of the kids. So they had to clear that up right there.
She is? Okay.
Yeah.
And how old is she?
They said her age. But
and these kids are gonna be traumatized. They're not gonna be they're gonna be some unruly children, maybe,
mm-hmm.
They're gonna be scarred. They're gonna be scarred.
I mean, it ain't gonna be easy for Big Mama. It ain't.
Mm-hmm.
My Big Mama received her first grandchildren out of, I wanna go find myself. I can't raise this child, or from the white men that did things to my aunties. So that was trauma. But my grandmother did receive children after the divorce or something to try to make up the difference.
Yeah.
I don't know. These children will kill you these days. I ain't lying.
And
Shit.
think about this, Queen, um, Brian, Armando, the rest of the chat. Think about this right here. Just think what kind of help them kids gonna need all their life. Just think what some of these kids be. I'm not just talking about black kids, some of the white kids, some of the other kids. Just think what kind of drama they go through when
And
seeing something like that.
mhm, taxpayers that end up paying this family millions, like they keep doing for every shooting, whatever. I don't know. Like I said, I just don't understand what's going on. I don't.
Yeah. See, I know where you at, Queen. I already know what goes on over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm over here, Shadow Road, Glenwood. You already know what goes on over here.
Oh yeah. And don't you see how these people, the gentrification? I just went over into Pittsburgh,
Hmm.
and Pittsburgh was something else here not too long ago.
Yeah.
But they got some nice luxury townhouses over in Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. And
Yes, it's on the way out. It's on the way out. The bullshit. I'm serious. And that's why they put in this police, whatever village here. It's too many luxury houses here. They got to
yeah.
guard the property. The
Hmm.
the property value. Have
Yep.
you seen
I'm,
Pittsburgh?
Mm.
oh yeah.
Them
Yeah.
nice
And I'm telling you, they are nice.
townhouses with those windows. It's nice. And it was one of the most dangerous places in Atlanta not too long ago to travel in, live in.
See, and the problem I have is, see, one prosecutor in Chicago, she did the right thing, right? And this prosecutor down here in Florida is saying, oh, they're saying, oh, we don't care about the black woman. We don't care about her kids. Cause guess what? Cause guess what we said to each other?
We don't give a damn about each other.
There you go. How they gonna give a damn about us if we don't give a damn about ourselves? About ourselves. See, that is
Wake up,
heartbreaking.
people. Wake up,
That's
people.
heart. That's
Florida
heartbreaking right
is
there.
a police state.
Hmm.
And it is what it is. I grew up in Florida. I didn't experience any type of overt racism, but I rarely even travel back to my hometown because of all the blue police cars. It's just too much. Like they're looking for something where there is nothing. And what Florida did, and I won't forget this, is they arrested my brother about 5 years ago on some weed stuff. Yes, he had some other issues with the law, and they threw him into a prison in that where that the place near Destin Beach. You start with an M. It's a known prison that have known predators in it. My brother is not a predator. My brother is not LGBTQ. But when they want to punish a black man and bring him to his knees, they put him in this prison. I think it's
Yeah.
Marietta, Florida. And is most men get violated over and over and over again. My parents raised some very smart children. My brother wrote to, I don't know who he wrote to, but it was a very high political office to get him out of there. To get him out of there. They sent my brother there to die over some weed, and he get his manhood taken over some weed. This
Damn, Miss Green.
is this is Florida. These are the games and tricks they played with a man's sexuality.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
Respect, Monique Gomez.
My brother is out. Should have never been in there. It's been on the record now. And that facility was used as a weapon against my brother. Because he's a man.
Yep. And I'm telling you another one like this, Queen. I forgot what it was. This man spent, I'm gonna say, 28 to 30 years in prison for a crime he did commit. The Innocent Project got him out, but the charges ain't dropped yet. He kind of exonerated, but they, the prosecution carry you back to trial. You know how bad this is when the eyewitness to them two murders, supposedly witness to them two murders, when it identified him, cause he was dating his ex-girlfriend. So that's stabbing your own brother in the back. That's stabbing your own brother in the back. You man call this man dated your ex-girlfriend. She your ex-girlfriend for a reason. She didn't want to be with you. Can't be mad, can't be jealous. So you just go put this man out because he dated your ex-girlfriend and get him locked up for 28 to 30 years. Then had this other person said recognize their voice, but he didn't recognize the voice. His friend put him up to it, who set him up anyway, said he did it. What the loyalty at?
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
What the loyalty in our community? Why our loyalty in our community? Where our loyalty from our neighbors? Our neighbors want to get mad because we get on their kid for doing something wrong. Mm-hmm. Then all of a sudden the child get hurt. Why you ain't say that to my child? No, last time I said so to your child, you want to get mad. So don't get mad there because I didn't say that to him. Mm-hmm. See, these kids already think they grown. Mm-hmm. Parents, you try to be your kid's friend. See, your child see you how you talk to the man of the house, talk to your husband or your baby daddy. All sorts out of the mouth. Yeah, what she thinks she can do? She thinks she's gonna be able to do that to any man. Mm-hmm. And then if your son see you doing that to a man, he gonna think, hey, I ain't nothing. Then let's switch the role. Now, if your daughter see you, if your daughter see you yelling at your wife or your girlfriend, she gonna think that's what a man's supposed to do. She gonna think that what love is. Mm-hmm. Then if your son see you doing that, he gonna think, hey, I can treat a woman like that. But guess what? We gotta sit down and talk. Mm-hmm. I will go ahead and say I applaud that mother for standing up for her kids. And I applaud that 14-year-old for standing up for his mother.
Amen.
And we gonna have to die in this fight. And that is the reality of this. Our ancestors did it, but we don't got too cute and too proper.
Too bougie.
Our lives on the line. Mm-hmm. We can't vote. We can't do nothing but kill, steal, destroy each other. I don't have respect for these type people. The name of that correctional facility is Okaloosa Correctional Institution. It's in Crestview, Florida. Okay. This is the testimony of my brother. that it's one of those facilities where the flamboyant is out and straight men are sent there as a punishment. And me and my brother are very open. We talk about things. And I heard his voice when he told me his story of being put in a cage to be violated by known predators.
See,
So,
Eddie,
these correctional facilities are full of predators and groomers as well. If we want to expand the discussion.
Oh yeah.
yeah, and I'm gonna tell you this right here. See, and the thing I see, another thing is what I see. Out of the prosecutor might be up for re-election. See, what to say? You're not gonna press charges against this woman, and not to say somebody can't come back later and press charges against this woman. Another prosecutor. See, that prosecutor gonna get put out of there. You know why? Because some of his constituents that's around there, they're not gonna vote for him. See, and what's gonna happen next time she do it again to
This is
somebody
Florida.
else?
Those black
Yeah.
folks have been rocked to sleep in Florida. This will
Yeah.
happen again and again
Yeah.
and again.
And then all of a sudden, see, I know in Georgia and New York and Cali, I already know if that would have happened in Georgia, that woman, they would have had to keep her in jail. They would have had to arrest her that night. Am I lying, Queen?
Right. I mean, it's a part of being a responsible firearms owner. If you release it, unload it, you will have to spend a night or nights in jail until we can resolve and make sure we're not letting loose the perpetrator like they did in the Rudolph case.
Yep.
And even with that, in Florida, did y'all see that female detective on the stand? How nonchalant. She didn't even do an investigation. Yeah. Okay, I don't want to digress off of this one. D-Truth, when you get a moment to see the white detective who was the lead detective who actually charged and let the other people go, she never even investigated.
I believe it. I believe that. I believe that. Because I don't want to say I believe that. It happened too often. And it just about every state it happened too often that somebody just
under oath, she said it on the stand. She says, why would I look for well, one of the shooters shot his gun and then he threw it over a fence. They never found it. I think he told about it. She said, why would I look for something? We don't have that kind of money to go on something kind of hunt. Like what? You want to shoot it with different casings? She says, I don't go search to find something that I don't know is there. You were told there were other guns there. You got to see this lady, and she's in Florida. This is the mindset of some white authorities in Florida. They don't give a fuck. They out loud with they not giving a fuck with also. Florida is a low down, dirty state, according to what they did to my brother. I know what they did to my brother over some weed.
This how really low down and dirty you are. Can't push out of school. If a teacher get caught with a book that's not approved, they get charged.
What?
Yeah, and then you want to take away fraternity and sorority.
What?
That's sick in. Yeah,
What?
they want to take away
That's
fraternity.
straight bullshit, man.
Say that again.
You know,
One more time.
they try to take away. He want to take away fraternities and sororities, and you know he ain't talking about the white ones.
Oh my dang. Oh God. Hell no, bro.
And guess who's trying to run for president? Is that governor down there. That's why I say
Oh Lord. Talking
if
about
he,
Santos. D Santos.
yeah,
Oh
if he
Lord
running
Jesus.
for if he run for president, and if it came down to say Trump or him, I had to go with Trump.
Hell yeah, I'm rooting for Trump.
That's sad though, ain't it?
Yeah, bring back those stimulus checks.
Because they're both
But
from Florida, and Florida is
yeah,
trying to flex. Florida is definitely trying to flex. But the only thing is, why flex the hate flex and the racial flex? Hey, because they know it's a lot of folks out here that still think we should be slaves. That's why. I mean, who else? Why else would they do this shit on camera? Because they know their constituents. We all know our constituents where the vote is. Where the vote is. They know where the vote is in Florida, and they know they don't rock most of them black people to sleep
yep.
after the Andrew Gillum debacle. He played a role in this shit. Okay, Andrew Gillum hands ain't clean.
You know, there's a whole lot of folks. I don't care where you live at, what city, what county, what state you live in. There's always somebody quicker than that in there. Got something going on. See, we gotta stop pity patting, and that's our pity patting. Had a pity party for ourselves. See, we gotta come.
You said something. I'm sorry, important about the difference of voting between Trump and Santos. Like, is his name? I don't know, but there's local politicians on the ballot. The presidential is important, but not as important as your local officials, your DA, who would not push these charges of, this woman needs to be arrested. Forget all this.
I said that.
Local level.
See, and then I'm taking a step further. I think this happened in Virginia. This black woman was police chief. They hired her to clean up their police department. Someone walked out. Someone complained because she been rough with a heavy hand. You know what I mean when I say heavy hand. She was taking no BS. Oh, they fired her because all the complaint for the other officer because they want to follow no black woman lead. They want a black woman leading them.
You said they don't want her to lead?
That they want her to lead.
Oh Lord, go ahead.
See, we see a whole lot of that.
Black women do as of a certain age, because now we know our power, and we know if you fire us out of retaliation, then you go ahead, make the first move, chess move. Make the first chess move out of retaliation.
But
like,
they want to call it.
At this age, I rule with an iron fist. I don't play about respect and disrespect and racism. I don't. You don't have to tolerate disrespect and racism at your place of work. I don't know why all these black people are tolerating it and swallowing it. Queen don't play. Queen don't put up with it. The same way I talk online, I talk to white folks. I sure do. And then they go get black people to do their dirty work and say, oh no, it wasn't racism. It wasn't retaliation. It was a black boss. And we got to get some kind of defense for these black people doing the dirty work.
Hmm. It's like that here, man. Oh, it's like back to what I told you about what I had to do to cuss that white lady out. She's like, man, Brian, you don't supposed to do that. You'll lose your job. I saying what? So I can just go sit here and let this piece of shit talk down to me like that, like I'm a slave. I'm a grown ass man. I'm 36 years old. She got kids at home. Talk to them like that. I'm a grown ass man. I told you I didn't have the part. I did not have the damn part. Like all of she do this shit, I don't give a damn. This is gonna cost me my job. Y'all some fucking assholes. Cause I'm gonna stand my ground. I'm gonna do my job. I'm gonna do my job real well. But I'm not gonna take no bullshit at all. I'm not bringing my damn frustration to my home. I'm gonna tell you to your face. I told that to my boss. I told that to my supervisor. I told it to anybody who stood in my way. I'm a grown ass man, and I'm gonna take care of my responsibilities. I got bills to pay, light bill to pay, car insurance to pay. You ain't gonna stop me from making my money. I got the right to stand my ground. And everything I love, I'm gonna keep on doing that.
Coming from, they will snatch your, ability to perform at home with all that frustration and stress.
Exactly. That's what so much people have problems with, man. The truth. That's why I always say, man. That's what I told my boss. He's one of the cool kids. He like, bro, you don't supposed to do that. I'm like, man, I'm gonna tell you what. We from, like I said, bro, we from the hood. I get it. I said, bro, I get it. I understand that. But I'm not taking no bullshit. Something I didn't do. I'm always working hard. But I'm not gonna let nobody talk down on me because they the fucking boss. Treat me like Kwame said, treat me like you treat them white people. Treat me like you treat them people. I'm a human being. I bleed the same color you do. The same color. I don't look at race. I am a man. You ain't taking my goddamn manhood.
And ladies, he ain't got no another woman. Hell, he can't even do it with you. What you think he got another woman? It's distress and disrespect. He's trying to tell you he a man and being mistreated at work. And then you come home, you got to listen, get to the bottom of what's frustrating him. He ain't got no another woman. If he ain't putting it down with you, he ain't putting it down no motherfucking where else. He's frustrated.
Yep.
Hey, y'all said some truth. Y'all notice. I know Queen Brian. I know Queen been in my chat. How I start on one subject and how it branches out to a whole different subjects. It all comes back to one thing. We got to learn how to respect each other out here in the real world. We got to learn how to come together. Stop coming together when it benefits us. We got to come together each and every day. See, if we don't come together. Go ahead, Brian.
Like I said before, big bro, we always complain. We are the only, like I said, we are the only race of individuals that complain so damn much and don't do a goddamn thing. I can't stand that shit. I can't. I'm like, we got all this animosity against each other. Why don't you use that to the media, to the government, to the senators, whoever, the mayors of our communities? I told this when I'm at a barbershop. It was two old cats were talking. I was like, man, we need to save our streets. Hattiesburg is rough over there. You hear shit every single day. But I don't let that stop me from getting off my ass and going to work. I don't go to that problem. These communities around the country need to find a way to stop all this bullshit. These so-called tough guys in the hoods, and I know there's some good ones out there too in the hood that are trying to stop this mess. The so-called tough guys in the hood need to get up and say enough is enough. I have kids. I have a mother. I have folks I need, to raise, to take care of. to make it a better place so they can walk away and walk around and handle their business. Some of them don't even have cars. They got to walk to stores. They got to walk kids to school. Some of these kids got to beg their mama to take them to school because they're scared to walk, because they might find something going on in other neighborhoods they ain't gonna like.
Teron,
I
you
be
in Mississippi?
Twister. My name is Twister Honem. Yes, I'm in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, man. I'm from Alabama. I was raised in Alabama. I was born from California, but that was 11 days. But I was raised and built by Alabama, but I live in Mississippi now. Man, I look at you as as a guidance. You've been around the block. No matter who disagree with you, man, I respect you as my elder. I hope there's no disrespect to you, man. That's how I was raised. My mother and my grandmother raised me to be respectful for people older than me, elderly people, older people than me. That's how I was raised. That's why I say miss to people, because that's how I was raised. I was raised by the old school. These young cats and these young parents, some of them who got kids in a young early age, they wasn't raised themselves. They did that, like I said before, D True, you was there 2 days ago. 2 days ago. Kids, some of these women getting children because they can say, I have a kid. Yes, I got a kid. They don't know how to raise them. You got to learn how to be a parent before you have kids. I don't have any kids. But in my whole heart of hearts, I feel like I can have a kid because I've been prepared, I've been watching, I've been asking questions.
Yeah, you are so right about that. See, then you got some kids at home by themselves, raising themselves.
Yes,
How in the hell you gonna have your kid at home raising themselves and kids having kids? And you wonder why your 14-year-old, 15-year-old out here staying with older men. They're not giving that loving at home. You wonder why your 14, 15-year-old, 60-year-old younger joining the game because they're not getting that love at home. You wonder why
and
all
on
this
that,
you wonder why
and
all
on
this
that,
stuff going on.
yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
See, sometimes you have to go outside and look around you. Look, and enjoy the view that you got outside. Take it in, take it in so you can say, wait a minute, I got something to offer my child. I got something to offer my community. For anybody that will listen. If that one person, I don't care, you go talk to the whole neighborhood, but if one house want to sit down and listen to you and engage with you and want to do what you're doing, you did your job. That's all. That's all it is. You did your job. What else can you do?
Big bro. These medias are teaching these young cats, not the parents. Queen Regina can agree with, can come in on this.
Yeah.
We got so many celebrities are not role models. And and these young cats are doing the wrong thing. These young cats looking up to the wrong celebrities. Sex appeal. Me and you as grown folks, man, we don't got a problem with looking sticking at some ass. But these young kids, young teenagers, some of them are not ready for all that yet. They're not.
Yeah. Teron, I come from a two-parent home. My father was my first love, my king, my everything. My mother, my queen, taught me everything about being a woman, classy, sophisticated. I didn't have outside figures that I thought more of than my own parents. Celebrities I liked for entertainment purposes only.
Yes, ma'am. As she
I
should
had a
be.
king and queen in my home, and it's why I walk so boldly, so strongly. My king, my daddy, named his daughter Queen. Regina means queen. My father has two other daughters that I know of, and I ain't saying he ain't got no more. And they both have African names, and my brother have African names. My father was very pro-black. But when it came to this daughter, he gave me a name where I could float through rooms. It's the B, Queen B.
Well, be honest with you. Be true, you can punch in what you want to, buddy. We are missing the old school. I talked to a lot of old cats everywhere I go, white or black, for advice, because they've been around the whole block. Even though some old cats act so fucking stupid, like damn kids. Y'all know who we all talking about. And all these crazy ass old folks doing it just for the money. But real elderly veterans, seasoned, I would say seasoned veterans. When my grandmother, my mama taught me how to be a man from the household, they told me everything I need to know. But the streets, strangers, taught me taught me how to get around, how to get around, and who you can trust or who not to trust. It's not wrong to ask questions. Ask. If you don't ask, you will never find out. Ask. You can go in the hood and you say something. You might say something that offend them, but you don't know you offend them. I always ask questions before I start talking. Ask how you, why you do what y'all do. Some of them do this shit to feed their family. Some of the niggas in the hood.
Right.
Everybody thinking the hood is bad, but some of them, the government won't allow them guys to work.
Right.
Some because they be in prison. Oh, he had this. But some of these guys go out of jail. If they so bad, why you release them out in the goddamn freedom? Maybe they want to be changed. God believe in second chances. Jesus Christ believe in second chances. Let
Yes.
these jokers go out there and get a second chance so they can redeem themselves and turn around and teach the guys who trying to be like them what they used to be, don't do what I did.
And I believe they should be able to carry in this police state and all these weapons. Why put them at a disadvantage? And I want to hear more stories like yours of men that survived the streets, because there were an element of men that came from the streets that ruled the streets. We were talking about Southeast DC the other night, and it's a very rough area in DC. I was a nurse going into homes for home care nursing. I went to the streets to protect me, and they did. I went in, did my nursing care for their mamas, grandmamas, granddaddies, uncles, and not one from either side of their gangs touched one hair on my head. Car wasn't broken in, I wasn't violated, and I was told who to approach. I understand the politics of the streets. corporate America and anywhere I step into. And I will respect the politics of the streets. If I'm in there, I had to go in there to take care of mama, grandmama. And all them street people did was look. They identified me off limits. Off limits.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah, once you hear cars, I'm outside. But when you go to the streets, right, and you do what we do in the streets, and you want them to expect them to come out of prison, be productive citizen. You see what I'm saying? That's what they want them to do. But you know who will come out of prison and be a productive citizen, who have a better shot of being a productive citizen? Not our men and women.
Mm-mm.
Not our men and women. But just like I tell, I'll say this over again. See, we go buy a house. We go buy a house, but we don't own the property, right?
Exactly.
You can't do nothing to that. You can't do nothing to the property. What the HOA says you got to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you go find somewhere with a house at and you can buy the property? I tell you, I think Queen Regina know about this story.
Mm-hmm.
The black people, I forgot what county it is, went and bought a whole plot of land. They're gonna build a town on it. I forgot what it was in Georgia. I think it's down in Brunswick, somewhere down there.
Mm-hmm.
They bought a plot of land, a big plot of land, gonna put schools, houses, businesses on there. You see what I'm saying? That's what we got to do. That's what we got to do. And stop sitting back and wait for the handout.
But even in doing that, I bought 10 acres in
Hmm.
Augusta, Georgia, and I was zoned in an agricultural zone. And, agriculture is farming, but it was mostly trailers there. And I was right outside Gate 5, Fort Gordon. Mostly all my children that I provided daycare services for was mostly military, and then maybe 10% the state. I didn't I allowed the state to pay me. I don't want struggling families that can barely pay for childcare who have not set their priorities in order. They got these fancy cars, fancy clothes. The child is dressed to the nines, but will come in and tell me they couldn't pay me. Well, you can't, partake of my services. Now the government damn sure paid me, and I provided the same services I did for the military families, Black excellence. I had 10 acres, and I had a white neighbor sitting on 3 acres. Said the daycare was disturbing her husband. Damn near 80 husband. He 8 houses. I'm on 10 acres. These children wasn't disturbing them. They was jealous. Single Black woman riding these children to school and back in a limousine on 10 acres. They got to complaining to the commissioners. That's how I ran for office. Complaining to the commissioners. And even the commissioner said, them children are not bothering this one man on his 3 acres while she's sitting on 10. They knew what it was. But I had to pay a lawyer $1,000 to tell my story to the zoning board, and almost lost the case because that lawyer was not representing me. He was just taking my money, and I shushed him right there in the zoning meeting. I'll take this. And after I finished telling my story, the county commissioners voted in my favor. She can have a group daycare on 10 acres. That was what the debate was about. In any of our pursuit of happiness, D-Truth and Tehran, they get in the way. White folks. There was no reason to put me through all of that in the courts and lawyers to have up to 14 children in my group daycare on 10 acres of land. See, Queen went in the military to get her motherfucking 40 acres and a move. I was already up to 10. I ain't gonna beg nobody to set me free. I am free. I am free. And 10 acres? These folks ain't even got an apartment. They are voiceless without no land, no nothing. So, Queen, boy, I've had to fight up against the best of them. Up against the best of them. And I yield the floor.
Yeah, we had some more people come in here. Tommy and Fetty at Anita Sweet. Yeah, I know you need your rest. You're going through a whole lot, chemo and all of that, and go ahead and get your rest. So we praying for you. We praying for you that you get that healing and that cancer be gone.
God bless you, man. Praying for you in the name of Jesus. Touch that woman so she can get that cancer. Lord, touch her, Lord, to the crown of her head, to the sole of her feet. I hope she get that cancer away from her. In your son, in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen, 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 amen.
Just right here. I already knew how many people gonna come in here tonight when I started this, and I said that over there, right? But just what needs to be talked about. We need to get some land, do something with the land, farm on that land. See, that's the thing. We're not teaching. We teach how, just like you said, a 1-year-old, 2-year-old should by now know that ABC 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
But yet they know the whole rap song. Come on now.
Yeah, I taught them how to farm, fish, animals on them 10 acres. I had some very well-rounded daycare children, very well-rounded.
See,
Learning basics, how to eat from the land.
yep. And I tell some of my some people that under me, I said, yeah, I might be working for making somebody else money, but guess what? I'm making them work for me too. I'm getting the ins and out of the business. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You see how that works, right?
Yes.
See how it works that way. Somebody gotta go work, go get some money to pay the bills. But yeah, and they getting it out of you. But what are you getting out of going there? What are you getting out of the going there? Are you learning that thing? What are you learning?
Mm-hmm. Well, I did bring it back to your discussion because those neighbors harassed me. Sound like that neighbor harassed. I mean, I spent a lot of money for a simple rezoning to allow 14 children on my 10 acres during the day while their parents worked. These neighbors, and you have these neighbor disputes that can turn deadly. I just took my stuff to the courts and to zoning. I was not going to argue because they were in their 70s or 80s. It would have looked real bad for my case to argue with these people. He did have, like, I guess, COPD or something. But my kids had a right to be free on my land in their daycare. And I won in the end. But as a homeowner, a business owner, sitting on 10 acres, I should not have had to go through that. These are the lonely fights of Black people who've made it. We don't have a lot of support because of the Black hate who are in the apartments or on the streets or Section 8. I was sitting on 10 acres, riding in a limousine. The business, all of that shit was wrote off. When you become a successful Black person, it's very lonely. Very lonely. The fight is very lonely. That's why I'm a hell of a fighter. I fight alone.
Yeah, and then what I said, we gotta. So I ain't gonna say we. I ain't gonna put all us in that same boat. Some of us got to get out of that crab in a barrel mentality. See, it goes both ways. You heard me say this, Brian. You heard me say this. When somebody helps a person up, they get so high and mighty, they want to charge the next man that from the same area, from the same community, to help him get up there. But little did he know, when he charged that man, when he got up there, guess what? He's on the way back down.
Mm-hmm.
Then guess who he want to help him? The same man he charged to go through what he went through. But I guarantee that man or woman that went through what he went through when charged the other guy for what's going on.
Thank you, D-Truth. This has been so refreshing and enlightening. I love these discussions because I bring all my different hats. I think I heard you say today, I've done a lot, but I've mastered none, but I've done a lot of things in my life. So I can share a lot, have a lot of wisdom. It's not to be intimidating, but I have gotten tired. Beautiful discussion, and I will be back as a guest, listener, and however you want to use me.
I hope you be back Friday morning for Wake Up ATL for that Star Spangled Banner thing.
Okay.
Miss
Thank you.
Virginia.
And it's nice meeting you, Tehran, as well. Okay.
It's been an honor talking with you, man. God bless you.
God bless you.
Thank
Now
you.
y'all know I'm not no saint. Now every now and again, y'all gonna
Well, we already know that.
We already know that, man. We already know. We already know. I'm just showing respect.
Hey,
But
but guess
I'm
what?
not
None of us know what this stuff is.
No, we all have sin, but we try to do good.
Okay. I thank you, gentlemen. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Good night, man.
Good night, Queen Jen.
Big bro.
Hey, this is one powerful discussion tonight.
Yes. I love this. This is like the best one we had done together, bro. Miss Queen Regina, man, you and Black said the best, man. No matter how they talked about this woman. Yeah, she whatever, but when it come down to knowledge, man, it's good to hear her. Because she been around the bushes, man. She been around the block. She been to the military. She
Hey,
seen some shit, bro.
Hey, bro, it kind of sound like what I be talking about, though.
Yeah,
She kind of reiterated what I was talking about.
yeah,
Just like Kitty did the other day.
yeah.
I ain't gotta say it. Just like Lovelace, not Lovelace, but we break
Breaking
together.
My so-called sister, my sister.
Yeah, yeah. I've been saying this for how long?
A long time.
And all it is, the women just coming in, backing it up and reiterating.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I'm think Thursday I'm gonna take a little break. Cause Friday morning it gonna be hectic.
Friday morning. I might try to catch. I might be on the road, but I'm about to see I can just tune in and say a couple of things while I'm on the road, like I mostly be doing. Cause most time when I chat with you guys, I be on the road working. But hopefully,
I already know. I already know.
how would I see my phone don't fuck up on me, or my Bluetooth don't fuck up on me? I'm gonna charge my Bluetooth up, and I'm gonna charge all my shit up, so I got time to cheat, chop it up with you guys, man. Because man, I told you, bro, trying to be, finna be a content creator. Young Black gonna try to help me become one to do better. Help me, like Miss Cream would you say, tell my story, where I came. You know, it's time for people to start lending their voices out. Because some of these people are afraid. Some of them are scared. I rose up. It's my turn to talk. I've been quiet for too long. I've been quiet for too damn long. This lone wolf, this sip my mill, is tired of being quiet. Now it's my time to talk. And I've seen a lot of shit I don't want to see. And when I get my content creator, I start getting my videos, I'm gonna start talking truth, just like what we're doing here. Because man, y'all, like I said, y'all need people like me. I got a couple of experience under my belt, but I'm still learning to try to be better. That's what my grandma would want it. That's what my late grandmother would want. And I'm gonna do that.
Hey, this is what I was saying. This, what we doing on here. This is your lane right here.
Yeah.
Because I'm tell you why I say that. Because I know Amanda already told you I can roast. You seen that today.
Oh man, I was there. I was in the panel with you, but it's none of my
And
business to say anything. So I watched
and
y'all trying to
and,
stuff.
thing about it is, and you seen how I did it. I ain't yell, I ain't scream, I use my head. See,
Mhm.
you get, and this right here, what we doing tonight, we using our head, we calling and doing things, we see things, we speaking the truth. See, people know when they come over here, it's safe to come over here, and we ain't gonna allow no bullshit.
Exactly.
And it is what it is. Like I said, I had a plan on doing this live tonight. I was gonna do it regardless what, through hell or high water, I'm gonna do it.
Hey, D True. I tried to ask Black a question. I don't think he didn't hear me what I said. Remember that show we did about the Chicago thing Monday? If Black's video got flagged,
I don't know.
because I went to it again, try to show my girlfriend, and it was on private. I tried to ask him that, and his panel. I don't think he heard me or not. If I guess he was still roasting the other cats, but that's all I tried to ask him. It was on private when I tried to go to it again to show my girl what I was trying to say about the the kid defending his mama, and I would wonder what happened. But D True man, bro, it's always been an honor talking with you, bro, big bro. But I gotta get out this panel, bro. I might be in the chat for about another couple of minutes. And I'm gonna call it night. I gotta get my ass up. Gotta go to give me some sleep. Gotta get back up at 4:30 in the morning. And go do it again, bro.
Hey, don't feel too bad. I gotta get up in the morning. Probably gotta get up about 5 or 6, get to work, and I gotta close.
Yeah.
I'm a supervisor, so now you see where I said what I said, that I'm not finna. I ain't doing that tomorrow.
I feel you. I feel you, bro. Hey, that's cool. I feel you, bro.
But you know what though? What I'm about to do, if, if nobody want the, because I know the government gonna start come looking at me when I start this. You know
Bro.
they coming. You know they coming.
Yeah, Blacks always say there'll be a knock on the door. I'm like, bro, we gotta speak our truth, man. We got to. We
Yeah,
tired. We
yeah.
tired, bro.
And then when, cause he already know how I am. I'm not gonna bite my tongue. And you know, y'all want to cut out CRT, which is it not even be talking school. But guess what? I want parents to bring their kid to sit down during the live or during the replay and listen to what we're talking about.
Exactly.
That's all. Hey, yeah. That was together we break chain said she would do. Did she say that?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
guess what? We is on and popping. We're on and popping, and I know you got to get to sleep. And by the time I get back to the house, I went on a walk, so that's why I'm
Like,
outside.
that's why all the cars, you must be about a highway car. You hear the cars and
Hmm.
trucks flying, flying by and passing by you and shit.
Yep.
But I got a question. When you bringing back old breaking the change?
Uh, oh no, what she gonna be over here and every now and then. You know she comes back.
Yeah, I came a couple of shows, man, and she do good work, man. Her and Miss April Showers, they are great people, man. They really how they do interviews, man, and just make them feel welcome. Kind of like
Oh,
how we
you
doing over here. Yeah.
yeah, you see, and gonna be funny though. She gonna interview me and Nate on the panel at the same time.
Oh, okay, okay. What day is that gonna be, bro?
I don't know. They're gonna be. You know when I had a laughing, Nate had a laughing.
No.
Well, and you know how me and Nate is when we get together. It's over with. But yeah, this been an hectic live right here.
Yes, indeed, bro.
It started one way, went another way. It all went back in same thing. The laws that they got set is not meant for us. The justice system is not meant for us.
And I'm gonna say it like this here, bro. I'm a spiritual being. We are superior. We got something they want. We got something they want.
You're right. You're right. And for all the ones that turn around and key ha ha with them ones
Yeah.
that don't like us,
Uh huh.
of the lighter skin tone and fair hair, I'm going to say this.
Go ahead, big bro.
I'm tired of people using Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom wasn't a traitor. Sambo was.
Sambo.
Sambo.
Mm.
That was a traitor.
I be hearing this Uncle Tom shit for decades, bro. I never heard of this Sambo.
Sambo,
This my third time hearing this.
see, that's why I said, do your research. Go look it up. When you get
Oh
time,
man.
look it up.
Big bro, you know I do, man. I'm a read, bro. I'm a read. That's why I be knowing my shit. I'm not, like I said, I'm not much of a street guy, but I am a little street. I am a little street a little bit, man. And I do my research. I'm no dummy, bro. I learn from my mistakes. I learn from my people who taught me.
Yeah, go ahead and get your, go ahead and get your shout out.
All right, I will. God bless you, panel. God bless you, man. I enjoyed you guys, man. The true big bro. I'm finna call it a night, bro.
All
God
right,
bless
yeah,
you all, man, and y'all be safe out there.
yeah,
Good night.
and you have a peaceful sleep, my brother.
I will, man. Good night, man. Good night, and God bless y'all. Be safe.
All right. Yeah, people. This got deep. It got deep. Started with the woman getting shot through the door, and how we be going against each other, and how other folks be going against each other. But for that, like that Queen Virginia for his panel, Trista 28, aka Brian Robinson hit the panel. I'd like to say shout out to Tommy, Fanny At, Queen Regina, and Lisa Sweet, Tommy, Monique Gomez. Let's see who else came in here. I'm going through my tab. Armando Black TV, James P, Diamond Shooter, Deborah J, Speaker of Truth. Hold on, you're gonna take me away. Go through. Miss J, Pam M. I already said Brian Robinson. Say Queen Regina. Who else was in? We building over here. Shakira, Keon 28, Jada, Doug Life Manning, Shawanda Williams, and I'd like to give a shout out to 20s Nation, 20s Princess AL, and I'd like to give a shout out to the Nile River, Queen E. James, Diamond Shooter, Kitty, Shakira, Fatty At, Wax AP, Black to the P, and Cuba, McMean, the whole Nile River. Respect to all 20s Nation and the Nile River. Respect to all the family. And have a good night. I love you. Like I always say, respect and love yourself. Because if you don't respect and love yourself, how you expect somebody else to love and respect you. And try to make the next day better than it was the day before. I love you. Peace. And I'm out of here. Peace.
Buddha.